guys. So I'm here at Sarah's house, and Sarah's actually gone doing a baby class with her husband tonight. So I'm actually at her house by myself, and this is her cat, um, Jasper. I was trying to remember what his name was. Anyway, so I thought I would just do like a quick talking video for you guys, just since I actually have some downtime by myself for a little bit. So Colorado's been super pretty, so fun. We drove around today. Just went and got lunch at this like little Mexican place that was downtown in Fort Collins, and I was actually super pissed because the food was great, and it was just annoying because when we went there, both Sarah and I are vegan, and honestly, Mexican restaurants are where we always go because they're so easy to accommodate to us, like of having rice and like veggies. They can make burritos, like nobody ever cares. It's so casual there. So we go to this Mexican place, and I'm like, hey, like I'm so sorry, but like you guys literally have nothing on your menu that's like just veggies. Like basically, honest to God, literally nothing. So I was like, would you guys mind just making me literally a rice and bean burrito? And the waiter was super nice, super cool. He was just like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, we don't care. He's like, so you want just rice and beans? I was like, yep, just rice and beans in a tortilla with like topped with guacamole and salsa, like done. He's like, yeah, for sure, no problem. And we were there during the lunch hours, so all the other burritos, they were like chicken and steak and like tons of ingredients, and they were only charging like, I think it was like $8 max for these things, like $8 max for a steak burrito with like cheese and sour cream and everything. So we order our burritos, they come out wrong, and they like top them with cheese on some of them. Like Sarah's had like sour cream on hers, and it was just like a mess. And it literally was just filled with the free beans that they give you as bean dip, and then literally like half a scoop of rice, and like hardly any avocado. Was such stupid, but it tasted really, really good. So both Sarah and I were like, hell yeah, like this is great. Like, this is awesome Mexican food. Like this is what we wanted, so fast, like easy. And it was honestly freezing. It was like 15 degrees when we were walking around outside. And I'm from Vegas, just came from Scottsdale where it was like 75 degrees and hot. And so for me to walk around in 15-degree weather, I was dying. So we're like, screw it, like let's just pick the first restaurant, thus the Mexican place. Anyway, this is a long story for it. It shouldn't be. So anyway, the Mexican place ended up charging us, it was like $12 for these burritos. Literally this tiny, like so stupid. And I was telling Sarah, I'm like, these fools literally charged us for the free bean dip that they put on the table. And they charged us the same amount as they would charge for a steak burrito. Like, this is just ridiculous. So anyway, it was just really annoying. And then we went and ran some errands, and she drove me around downtown so I could like kind of see what it looked like. And it was so fun. It was really cool. Just spending time with her like in the car is all I really care about anyway. So, and besides that, we didn't do too much because she's super pregnant. She's having her baby really soon, so she's only like, I think 7 weeks out or something like that. So the whole reason why I even came to come visit her in Fort Collins is because I wanted like a one last girls trip with her before her baby comes. And so just spending time with her, because I know when she has a baby, we can't just have like girl time and like hang out. Like, it'll be more of a burden for me to come visit her, and I hadn't seen her new house yet. And the last time I had seen her was at her baby shower when I was still back in Seattle. So it was at least like, I don't know, like 2 months ago, something like that. So it was worth it to come visit her. No kidding, I really freaked out. And the camera, the reflection looked like this pillow was a person's face. I almost just had a freaking heart attack. Anyway, I'm tired. But yeah, so it was really fun to come see her. And so the flights, let me give you guys like an update on the flight situations that's been happening. So my trip from Vegas to Arizona, as if you guys watched my earlier video, oh shit, sorry. I'm like covering the microphone, sorry. Anyway, so as you guys saw, if you watched my other videos, my flight from Vegas to Phoenix was with Allegiant Air. No, just so many no's. I will proudly say the worst airline I've ever been on. And I thought Spirit used to be really terrible until I flew Allegiant. And they charge all these extra fees for baggage and like luggage. They charge extra fees for like water. They charge extra fees if you want a certain seat. And so what was annoying is we had to pay for our assigned seating. And then when we actually got on the plane, they changed planes on us. And so the people who paid extra for better seats, it didn't matter because they literally were like, anybody can stay anywhere. Like, we have a different plane. So then there was like all this extra chaos with people just switching seats. And then the people who did pay the extra money were obviously pissed off. And like, it was just a mess. But so I would not recommend flying Allegiant. It was just janky as hell. But yeah, so then the Arizona trip was so much fun. Just being with Delia and being there while she was buying her dress, which I obviously didn't show in that video either because I don't want my other friends to see her dress before her wedding. So sorry, but you guys will see in a few months anyway. But that trip was super fun. But so I was obviously pretty tired. We had way too much fun. We got to meet a bunch of her fiance's friends and just enjoy Scottsdale. And I had never been there before either. And it was a beautiful city. It was really fun. I would say for sure the best part of that whole trip is that when we were out on like the Friday night or whatever was like our big night out, day one. If you want to go back and watch other videos, the day one trip was the most fun because they have like an Uber service. It's not actually Uber, but it's a paid golf cart. And so if you live within like the closed community of downtown, you just pay people like $10 and they'll drive you home on their golf carts. And it is so hysterical and so super fun. We were just dying laughing because we were like, oh my gosh, we're literally like riding a golf cart. Like, it was just really fun, like to take a golf cart from a bar home. But then too, like I had lost my phone in the day one video. I was freaking the freak out because, so I'm hoping my phone doesn't die while I'm recording this. But so I went to this bar. We were like at a club with a few of our friends. And her fiance's name was Ronnie. Like his friend was out with us and he was great. Anyway, I signed my tab to close out my bill and I left my phone just like sitting there, I guess. And so I immediately was like, hey, have you guys seen my phone? Bartenders were all like, no, we haven't seen it, whatever. And I'm like, no, there's no way that someone did not steal my phone. Like it's either in my hand or in my pocket. Like there's no way. I'm like, check again. And they're like, no, like we can't check for you. Like everyone loses their phone. So it's just ridiculous. So I kind of thought, well, like maybe Roxy grabbed it, maybe Delia grabbed it, like maybe one of my friends thought I was going to forget it, so they took it for me. Anyway, turns out none of them had it, so I'm just crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I lost my brand new phone that I just bought that has no insurance, by the way, so like I'd have to pay for the full phone and then buy a new phone and I would die. As well as the worst part is I hadn't uploaded any of my videos or photos or anything from Seattle. So I would have lost like 5 months of memories that have not been backed up, which is my bad. And I'm going to back them up tomorrow, the first thing when I get home. But so yeah, so I'm literally that girl crying at like 2 a.m, freaking out, being like, where's my phone? So Delia got on, find my phone on her phone. We typed it in. It turned out it was at the bar. So we like marched back to the bar and they refused to let me in. And they were like, you can't come in, we're closed. And I'm like, dude, look at my phone. Like, look at her phone. It says my phone is in your club. Let me in. Like, I just want my stuff, like my property is in your place. They wouldn't listen to me, but they would listen to my older male friend. So I guess for some reason they wanted to please him rather than myself, which was annoying. We go in and the bartenders are like, nope, we haven't seen it. And he's like, hello, like, yeah, it says it's literally right here. So someone fork up. And then a guy's all like, oh, that phone. And I'm like, no kidding, that phone. Like, give me my phone. Like, they literally just tried to steal it from me, thinking I was, like, really drunk and wouldn't notice probably until, like, the next day that it was gone. Which was not the case, so they had my phone the whole time. Thank God. Thank God that they had my phone. I'm so grateful that they had it. I don't care if they were trying to steal it as long as I got it back. So anyway, it was a crazy weekend, super fun. And then Delia and I, as you saw as well, we drove to Sedona, which was about like 2 hours from Scottsdale. And we wanted to do like a little fake like photo shoot for fun. And so we just took a bunch of her dresses and we just went out to like the mountains. And I mean, gosh, Sedona was gorgeous. Like I kind of thought I wouldn't be that impressed since I'm from Vegas and we have like a really similar landscape. Holy moly, like it was beautiful. Like we didn't really see much landscape. And then we're driving and both of us all of a sudden just shut up and we're like, what? Like it was so stinking beautiful and it's amazing. And unfortunately we only were there for like, look at her dog. Oh, he's so small. But we were only there for like an hour. It was way too rushed, but we got at least like a few good photos from it, so it was really fun. And then, yeah, yesterday with Sarah, she just picked me up from the airport, and then we just came back to her house and we just hung out. We were up all night long just talking and hanging out, and well, actually we went to dinner too, so we did that. But Sarah and I were kind of like the friends where we just sit and hang out, and like that's all we really want to do. We're like, can we just sit in our pajamas all day? So we did that. And then, yeah, today we just got up and had coffee and breakfast and ran the errands I already told you about. And I've been having a really frustrating time with booking jobs because I feel like since I've been home, because when I was in Seattle, like I said, I didn't really work. So now that I've been back home in Vegas, I've been trying to book jobs, and it's like my industry, like the event industry, is really hard because a client will try to book me like the day before. Oh, I'm chosen. Max. Look. Oh my gosh, this is worth ruining the video, you guys. Look at him. But yeah, so a client will try to hire me like a day before, and I've already booked my flights. It's like, it's so hard to plan in advance. So it's like I had to miss a few days of work to go on these vacations, which is totally fine. But and then I got like unbooked for a job because of the client canceled, and so I've been like struggling trying to find work, and like it's a whole thing. So unfortunately, well, a lot today. I had to do a few submission videos online to submit to clients, and it ate away like a few hours of our day together. So I'm kind of upset about that. Not a few hours, but like a good solid hour. But that's a lot, knowing that she was going to be gone tonight for a few hours with her husband. So I kind of feel bad about that, and I'm hoping that I can plan a trip to come see her because the flights here are so cheap. Like, wow, like my whole total flight expense from Vegas to Phoenix and then Phoenix to Denver to Vegas was $118 total. And that's only because I did carry-on, like I said, in my very first day one of my Arizona trip, is if you just bring a carry-on like as a backpack, because it counts as a personal item, you're not charged the fees if you had all of your items in a carry-on, which most people know. And because of that, you're not paying for luggage fees. So because of that, you can take the crappy airlines. And because the flights are only like an hour, I honestly don't care. Like, I'm not a diva. I don't care about sitting on a crappy plane for an hour. Like, I can suck it up. But yeah, so the tickets were literally like $30, $50, $40. So incredibly cheap. And I mean, I don't really need that many outfits. Like, I just bring usually a pair of leggings and like a black skirt that I can wear, a jacket, boots, a pair of flats that can fit in my backpack, minimal makeup, and then obviously since I'm with my friends, I can use their stuff too. But even honestly without, I had left so much space in my backpack for buying souvenirs, like if I had any, which I don't know why I was thinking I was gonna buy a ton of souvenirs. Like, but I had left so much space in my backpack, I totally could have fit at least a few more outfits into it, or like a curling iron or a straightener or something like that. So yeah, so from now on, I'll be definitely flying for super cheap. And I'm actually going to keep looking into using these miserable airlines because of how cheap they are. And Spirit also did this thing, which I'm not sure if it's actually legit or not. They guarantee that there's no like funny business, but Spirit are also full of crap and they're such liars. They said on the plane, if you apply for the credit card on certain Spirit airline flights, they'll offer you to be able to apply for their credit card. And all you have to do is submit your application. You don't even have to actually fulfill the agreements of the credit card as long as you apply for it. And the credit card itself is bogus. I mean, nobody would want a Spirit credit card, but there's no fees for the first year that you have it, which was my most important thing. And then after the first year, they charge you $65 annually for it. So even if I was approved, I would cancel it, obviously. But anyway, for applying for the credit card, you got like, I think it was like 2,200 like free flight miles with Spirit, which could potentially pay for like 6 one-way tickets or like 3 round trips. So that's a perk that I'll actually be looking into, because if that's the case, then I want to take a bunch of like mini vacation trips. That'd be cool. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of like my not so quick update. I'm like watching the time. This is 15 minutes. I'm so sorry if you're still watching this. But yeah, so this is Sarah's house, and thanks for tuning in to watch all of my like little adventures. So I'll be hanging with Max and the cats for the rest of the night. These animals are so cute. I love them. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys in the next video.